Ripple has just set off a massive chain reaction in the crypto world, one that could shake Bitcoin to its core. In a bold and unexpected move, the company has effectively wiped out 50% of all existing XRP tokens overnight. And it's not just a voluntary decision. This was triggered by pressure from none other than the United States Congress. That's right, lawmakers are now stepping into the world of digital currency with force, and they've demanded something that could change everything. Based on the numbers and facts now coming to light, many are saying the road to $10,000 XRP isn't just possible, it's practically inevitable. To put it simply, this is one of the biggest moments in cryptocurrency history. Internal documents from Ripple have surfaced, showing that Congress has issued an extraordinary directive: destroy 25 billion XRP tokens immediately. Why? Because this move is part of a larger strategy to stabilize the US dollar and curb inflation concerns. But in the process, it's also triggered what many experts are calling a supply shock, unlike anything we've seen before in the crypto space. It's the kind of dramatic shift that could ignite a demand surge of epic proportions and reshape the future of digital assets forever. This isn't just some clickbait headline, it's a critical turning point for finance as we know it. XRP has always had a complicated history. It's been through countless legal fights and regulatory roadblocks that left many investors uncertain. But despite those challenges, it survived, and even thrived. Now, with this apparent blessing from Congress, Ripple is no longer playing defense. It's being recognized as a serious player in the financial system, and that's a big deal. What we're seeing here could open the door for other cryptocurrencies to receive similar treatment in the future. The burning of 25 billion tokens overnight isn't just a headline, it's an economic earthquake. Think back to 2021, when Bitcoin soared thanks to a mix of limited supply and rising institutional interest. Ripple's latest move mirrors that moment, but on steroids. By slashing the available XRP supply in half, they've created a scarcity that instantly makes every remaining token far more valuable. And if you've ever studied supply and demand, even just the basics, you'll know that when something becomes harder to get, its price usually skyrockets. That's exactly what we're watching unfold right now. The aftershocks of this move are already rippling through the market. Investors are paying close attention, knowing full well what limited supply can do in this space. XRP is no longer just another altcoin trying to survive. It's now a rare digital asset with major backing, dwindling availability, and increasing demand. That combination is like rocket fuel. It's why analysts are pointing to the $10,000 price mark as not just a dream but a likely outcome if current momentum continues. Let's not forget what happened with Bitcoin's last rally. Its value exploded by over 1,200% as supply tightened and big money players jumped in. That same formula is now playing out with XRP. Only this time, the catalyst isn't just market hype or investor speculation. It's an official government-triggered action with far-reaching consequences. Removing 25 billion tokens overnight doesn't just change the numbers on a screen. It alters the entire equation for how XRP is valued moving forward. In short, this is a moment of transformation. Ripple's strategic burn has pulled XRP out of the shadows and into the spotlight. With supply/demand rising and institutional forces now taking it seriously, the conditions are perfect for an explosive price surge. If you've been waiting for a clear signal, this might be the biggest one the market has ever seen. And no, this isn't just some wild theory floating around. There's solid math behind it. The numbers tell a very real story. So why would the US Congress push for something this extreme? It's not random. It's actually a smart, calculated move meant to benefit the broader financial system. At the heart of it, lawmakers see XRP not just as a digital asset, but as a potential anchor for the US dollar in a fast-changing world of digital currencies. With inflation on everyone's mind and the shift towards central bank digital currencies picking up speed, XRP's unique role as a bridge between traditional finance and blockchain is becoming impossible to ignore. This isn't some crypto rumor, it's a national-level plan taking shape. What we're seeing here is strategy, not speculation. Congress isn't just experimenting, they're betting on XRP as a critical piece of the country's economic future, and behind the scenes Ripple has been preparing for this exact moment. They've spent years navigating courtrooms, dealing with the SEC's scrutiny, and enduring non-stop regulatory pressure, but they didn't fold. Instead, they adapted, built relationships, and stayed focused on the long game. Now all those years of legal and political struggle are finally paying off. Ripple is stepping into the spotlight, and the timing couldn't be more perfect. The entire crypto space is watching as the pieces fall into place. Ripple's CEO Brad Garlinghouse and his leadership team have been quietly laying the groundwork for XRP to become something far bigger than anyone imagined. They weren't just creating another cryptocurrency, they were building a financial tool that could support the next evolution of the global economy. And now, with Congress stepping in and effectively giving XRP a seal of approval, that vision is no longer just internal, it's becoming law. This government recognition changes the game completely. It places XRP in a rare category, a digital asset with legal backing, while most others are still caught in regulatory limbo. That endorsement from Congress, it's not just symbolic, it's transformative. It pushes Ripple and XRP into a new tier altogether, beyond the usual ups and downs that other coins face daily. This isn't about hype anymore, it's about legitimacy, and that legitimacy is already having ripple effects, pun intended, across the financial world. What comes next could be a major reordering of the crypto landscape, with XRP at the center of it all. And if you think retail investors are the only ones paying attention, think again. Major financial institutions are already making their moves, eager to get in before XRP's value rockets upward. One of the biggest shocks comes from BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager. For years they were cautious about crypto, but now they've done a complete 180. BlackRock has scaled back its exposure to Bitcoin and redirected millions into XRP. Why? Because as CEO Larry Fink put it, XRP is the only digital asset with a congressional green light. That single fact changes everything. This bold move from BlackRock has turned heads, but they're not alone. Industry giants like Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan are reportedly showing serious interest too. These firms don't chase hype, they follow opportunity. And now that XRP has broken into the world of government-backed assets, that opportunity looks massive. The shift in attitude from Wall Street is clear. This is no longer a speculative token. It's a digital cornerstone backed by government trust and institutional momentum. The bottom line, the rules of the game have changed. And the ones who understand what's happening are already staking their claims. XRP is no longer just something you buy and hold. It's becoming the heartbeat of a new financial era. As more institutional investors rush into XRP, the buying pressure is only going to grow stronger. Pair that with the massive burn of 25 billion tokens, and you've got a recipe for something explosive. This isn't just a price bump, it could be the spark that sends XRP into